What's up, YouTube? Knight's Edge here again. Got another little really cool knife review for you, overview. This one is thanks to the Pons. He sent me this one for review, let me borrow it. And this one will be going back to him. This is a pretty cool knife. I like it a lot. And before I get into it, Pons, man, big shout out to you. Thanks to people like him, and thanks to you, Pons, for letting me borrow this. And it's because of people like Pons I'm able to bring y'all regular knife content. And yeah, so big shout out to everyone that helps me out with that. Thanks to anyone that's on the Patreon, all my Patreons. I appreciate you guys very much. If you're interested in joining Patreon, it's down below in the description. Starts at $2 a month. Join the channel if you want to. You can be a channel member and have some pretty cool emojis. Want to do live streams and stuff? That's cool too. And yeah, thanks to everyone who subscribed to the channel. Hit the like button if you liked the video. It's right down there. And hit the subscribe button right down there if you want to subscribe to the channel and listen to me ramble more. So without further ado, this is the KnivesShipFree Big Banter. Pretty cool knife. Never handled the regular banner, and I do have the baby banner, which I'll cover here in a minute in size comparisons. But yeah, KnivesShipFree Big Banter. Let's go ahead and get into it. It was originally designed by the guy, one of the guys from NAFS, I think. Ben Banners, is it? Or Ben Peters? I don't know. I get them mixed up. But anyway, the guy's a pretty cool dude and a great member of the knife community. Good designer too. So 8 3/8 inches overall length. You got the blade length from the tip of the blade to where it meets up with the handle right there. You're looking 3 3/4. And if you're looking at where it goes back to the forward choil, 3 1/4. And if you're looking at sharpen edge, you're looking just under 3 1/8. Right, almost at 3 inches. So definitely not as much sharpen edge as you would think for having that much handle, you know, but you've definitely got this full handle, full finger choil, and you know, also the sharpening choil. So that's good. Kind of like Strider-esque, I guess, in that regard, you know, but I know a lot of knives do that. So anyway, let's go ahead and get the calibers out here. Make sure they're zeroed out. And we will do blade stock thickness. Thickest part of the spine, you're looking at 125 thousandths or so. Behind the edge, go down here, you're looking at 20 thousandths, a little over 20 thousandths. Handle thickness, not too thick, not too thin. 0.5 of an inch, you know, pretty much perfect. All right, so let's do size comparisons. Let's see here, we'll get out. All right, sorry about that. Dogs are barking a little bit there. Somebody came home and they acted like they had never met them before in their lives. So let's go ahead and do size comparison. I think that's where we were at. Size comparisons up next to the Spyderco Paramilitary 2 and the Spyderco Para 3. So definitely see it's more along the lines of the size of the Paramilitary 2. Right about, well, Paramilitary 2's got a little more, a little bit more sharpen edge. All right, do the cold steel, or yeah, cold steel knives. Sorry about that. 80-10 in the Demco knives, 80-20.5. So you can see it's definitely closer in length anyway to the 80-10, but it's nowhere near as thick. Right, the 80-10 is definitely a beefier, kind of a thicker knife for sure. And since I don't have the regular banner, I do have the baby banner to give you a good idea of the difference between the two. So if you've got the regular banner, I'm assuming that it will be right in between these two in size. But yeah, definitely a big contrast there between the big banner and the baby banner for sure. All right, so I think that's it for size comparisons. We'll go ahead and get the scale out here. Get a weight on this puppy. 4.5, yeah, 4.5 ounces. That's not too bad. It's definitely over the ounce and inch ratio, you know, but not too much over. go ahead and get the blue jeans out here. Now I'm thinking this is a totally deep carry, if I remember right. Yep, totally deep carry. Kind of a Civivi style clip, really, and it says Banter on there, so that's cool. Only issues that I've got with that clip is it is, you know, that spoon bill that sticks up like that. It is a bit snaggy, so you gotta definitely keep that in mind for sure. You got a captive pivot, and on your pivot hardware, T8 there, body screws, scale screws, T8 there, yeah, T8. The clip screw I think is the only T6. Got my NAFS driver. Look at that. Yep. T6 on the clip screw. So pretty good on the hardware, you know, especially having that captive pivot. That is a good thing for sure. Good access to the lock bar. No issues there. You know, you can get in and out pretty quick. I don't really particularly myself care for the JG10, but a lot of people like it because you can dye it. Some people like the color though, you know, if you like that kind of snot iridescent, you know, Ghostbusters color, that's cool. But then again, this is not my knife. This belongs to someone else, so, you know, I have no room to complain. Little logo there. I think that's maybe Banner's, maybe that's the Banner's logo, I don't know. I'm not sure on that. Actually, let's see. This is another. Yeah, that's got to be it. It's got to be Ben Banner's designer logo, or Ben Peters, whatever his name is. I keep messing up the dude's name. Pretty good action on it. You know, you can reverse flick it open. The thumb stud's fairly comfortable. As far as ergonomics goes, choked up is really where it's at on this. You know, that's pretty comfortable. No issues there. I wish the jimping kind of extended a little farther up. That would be cool. But no issues choked up. Choked back, I mean, it's pretty much just like grabbing a shaped like this object. I mean, there's no, you know, there's no special affections made for ergonomics. You know, it's one way or the other. So it's not bad, not necessarily good. But you do have a ton of room, you know, whenever you choke back for sure. So blade to handle, this is not a knife that I would say, you know, that ratio is perfect on for sure. But ergonomics, it's not too bad. You got that nice little Sharpman choil there. You got, of course, the full forward finger choil there. Jimping there, that's really good. You know, you can see the internal skeletonization of the liners there, which helps out tremendously on weight reduction. So that's cool. This one is 20 CV, I believe. Yeah, let's see it right there. I love how they print that so small. I mean, it is hard to find, but you know, it is good that it's hard to find, right? So no billboarding. That's a really cool thing that a lot of companies don't do, you know. So yeah, overall pretty good knife, you know, good detent. Whenever you are retracting it, you push that in, clear it, and that is your detent right there. So fairly early detent coming back, right? Clears it and it goes shut just like that. Running on bearings, pretty smooth, pretty cool. Yeah, so overall, man, I would say this is a pretty good knife. I'm not going to put it on my most recommended. I don't like it that much just because of the fact that this, you know, this handle's like super long. That's one thing, you know, that I can't get over, but it is not, in my eyes, a bad knife. I like it. I like it a lot, but it's not one that I would, you know, deem in the top knives I've handled. So yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe the regular Banter would be more suited to my size. I do like the blade shape. I like the ergonomics of it. It's a great great in those regards, you know. But choke back, you know, all this extra straightaway room, you know, I just can't get behind that. I could do without the lanyard hole as well, you know, but what are you gonna do? So anyway, that's pretty much it, guys. That's Wee Knife Big Banner. I'm gonna have BladeHQ DLT down in the description if you want to check it out. It is available on some of those sites, so use my affiliate links down in the description if you want to help the channel out. If you want to listen to me ramble more, hit the subscribe button if you're not already. Hit the thumbs up, like the video if you like the content, and I'll see you guys on the next one.